Starting a business comes with its own share of challenges, especially the fears and doubts that comes with how successful it is going to be. My name is Mary Amondo, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And today we are going to be looking at how to overcome fear and doubt when starting a business. As usual, I am joined by Faminas, who also happens to be very passionate entrepreneur, and is going to help us discuss some of the areas into which we can be able to overcome the fears and doubts that comes with starting a business.
Sure.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Yes. So what are some of the common fears or even doubts that entrepreneurs often face when starting a business?
I would say there are 4 fears that you're bound to face as an entrepreneur, would-be entrepreneur, when you're thinking of starting a business. And the number 1 is the fear of the unknown. Mm-hmm. Why? Because you're entering uncharted waters, especially if this is your first, it's your first attempt into business. So you've never done this. So there's a lot of fear of unknown. And also remember, many of the people will be leaving a job, so their comfort zone, and here, you want to get into business. Mm-hmm. And as opposed to a job where after every end month you're assured of a check. So here you're all your own. You're all on your own and you don't know how it's going to work out. So there's the fear of the unknown. Closely related to that is self-doubt. Will I make it? So you look at your family, you look at the people ahead of you, how many have been successful, and I'll tell you, you look at the economy, things are not working.
The resources that you have.
Exactly, the resources you have, and there's always this, will I really make it? Yeah, so self-doubt also. There's also the fear of rejection. Because no matter how good your idea is, no matter how brilliant it is, not everyone will say yes to you. Mm-hmm. So in fact, I like telling entrepreneurs is out of every 100 people you talk to, only 10 or 15 will buy into your idea. Mm-hmm. So can you imagine, you put all effort, you've invested money, resources, mm-hmm. time, all those, and
penetrating the market.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And, and it doesn't matter. So whether you're as big as Safaricom, even Safaricom has competitors, or you are doing consultancy such as what we do. So and there are many reasons why people will say, no, they may like your idea, but they're not within your budget. Mm-hmm. They may like your idea, but it's not, they are not ready at this moment, so in a way you have to get used to that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The other fear or they need to overcome is the financial aspect. So like I said, the majority of the people will be transitioning from being employed now to self-employment. And so you do have some savings, but over time, remember, before the business picks up, you still be relying on the savings. So there's that also concern, where will I be getting the finances? How fast will the business be able to pick up so that I can be on my own? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there something else? Looking back, me now, I've done this for 13 years. Yes. But maybe, it's how fast. The other concern is how fast will the business mm-hmm. Pick up, and when can you now even be able to rely on this business? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So looking back, I would say those are the 4 top fears that mm-hmm. you're bound to encounter.
I agree.
Yeah.
And how best can we be able to resolve these fears?
Number 1 is to realize that setbacks and failure, they are part of the process, mm-hmm. Mary. Yeah. I can tell you, whether you talk to politicians, whether you talk to the most successful business people, they'll tell you it has not been smooth sailing. However, when you watch these motivational videos, when you look at people only see the destination, they see the success. They see the big house, they see the big car. Very few people look at what has it taken this person. Mm-hmm. And if you really are candid, and this person is candid, they'll tell you it has not been smooth sailing. So that's number 1. Accept that failure is part of the process. Number 2 is set achievable goals. So there's always, especially when you're starting, it's good to be optimistic, but you've also got to be realistic. Yeah. So if you're earning, let's say, 200,000 shillings, you cannot get into business, and especially if you've not tried this before, and expect that you'll be earning 500,000 now. In fact, one of the misconceptions people make when they get into business is that they'll make a lot of money. No, that's not all the reality. You might at a later stage, but especially when you're beginning, that may not be the first thing that you achieve. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so set realistic and attainable goals, and obviously make them smart, you know, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-bound. Yeah. The other thing is you can also seek help. So network, come watch videos like the ones that we put out, you know, subscribe. Be able to have a supporting system. So it can be online or it can be in person. Because that way, people can walk through the journey with you. They can tell you, oh, this is what has happened. Like I said, for me, I've been an entrepreneur for the last, you know, this is my 13th year. So I can be able to advise someone. I can tell someone these are the ups and downs that you're bound to encounter. The other bit is be focused and continue being persistent. Yeah, because imagine that's the only route. That's how things are done. It is not that the universe is conspiring to be against you. It's just the way things work. Yeah.
Great. I believe someone watching has been able to get few tips
Yes.
on how to overcome the
Yeah.
fear and the self-doubt that comes with starting a business.
Sure.
As you have heard, this is part and parcel of the journey. There will always be setbacks, there will always be moments that you doubt whether you are in the right track, but it's important to learn from people who have been there before. That is why we encourage you to subscribe this video, click like, share with us how your own experience has been, so that you're able to get more tips on how to be able to navigate through your business as you endeavor to start the journey. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.